I have a problem if we don't.
Yeah.
Like, just because Trump thought of it, I'm not against it. Something that would stop the increasing number of rogue missiles that are in this world from maybe coming over here and incinerating me. Yeah, mark me down as a pro for that. I'm pro having, now, can we do it? I don't know. And the ballroom, I don't give a, I really don't give. I was reading, this shows you like how the media is. Everything is always on one side or the other. When he's first mentioned it, it was like all about, oh my God, he's desecrating the White House. Then I finally read, oh, well, you know, they've done to the White House before. It's just a
Bill Maher and Bill O'Reilly just delivered a major reality check about why deep blue states are slowly turning red, and it's honestly surprising. I never thought we'd reach this point, but it seems that moment has finally arrived. These two political veterans explain exactly how Donald Trump is winning over even the most loyal liberals who once swore they'd never move an inch. Let's break it down.
Wants to build a new missile defense system called the Golden Dome. Ah, yes, I read about this. That could cost hundreds of billions of dollars. Is that a good use of money?
Well, I mean, look, he's building, he wants to build an arch on the mall. You know, he's building a place he can dance at the White House and do the YMCA. He's going to do that there. And he wants to build a dome. I mean,
you got to protect the dance hall.
True. By the way, I'm very excited. I'm very excited with, you know, when the Democrats take the White House in 2028, when we have the ballroom. You know, the Pride Month in February is going to be great in that ball.
Take a look at how Democrats are reacting to Trump's plan to build a ballroom inside the White House. To them, it's not just a renovation, it's an insult to the history of the building. Some even say Trump is turning it into his personal playground. Democrat Jared Moskowitz joked, "Trump just wants a place to dance to the YMCA," and social media laughed, but Bill Maher wasn't laughing. He snapped back with a sharp response that completely flipped the joke. Maher said the outrage shows how obsessed Democrats have become with attacking anything Trump does. His comment reflects how many moderates feel. They're tired of the left's constant outrage over every little thing. Maher's comeback was classic, smart, ruthless, and brutally honest.
I have a problem if we don't.
Yeah.
Like, just because Trump thought of it, I'm not against it. Something that would stop the increasing number of rogue missiles that are in this world from maybe coming over here and incinerating me. Yeah, mark me down as a pro for that. I'm pro having, now, can we do it? I don't know. You know, I read, you know, he says it'll take 3 years and 180 billion, and they say, well, that's just going to take 10. Whatever it is. Of course, everything is over scheduled and over, it doesn't never comes in on time or on budget.
Maher didn't hold back as he criticized the DNC for automatically opposing anything connected to Trump. He said Democrats are now at a point where if Trump says water is wet, they'll argue it's dry simply because he said it. He also pointed out how the left refuses to consider any idea from Trump, even if it could actually help the country. For example, Trump's Golden Dome missile defense proposal, a system designed to protect the U.S. from attacks, was dismissed immediately just because Trump suggested it. Then Maher brought the conversation back to the ballroom issue, and things got even more intense. His comments didn't just roast the critics, they exposed how political obsession has replaced basic common sense.
That's, to me, a worthy thing. And the ballroom, I really don't. I was reading, this shows you like how the media is. Everything is always on one side or the other. When he's first mentioned it, it was like all about, oh my God, he's desecrating the White House. Then I finally read, oh, well, you know, they've done to the White House before. It's just a building, I think. Also, like, I realized after reading other people, we don't have a place when they have state dinners. They're doing it in a tent. This is America. So do I give it? He's doing this to the White House? I really don't.
Here's what most people don't realize. Those giant event tents used at the White House cost a fortune. During Obama's presidency, renting a tent for a big event reportedly cost over $1 million for a single night. So building a permanent ballroom actually saves money long term. It's practical, elegant, and far cheaper than paying massive rental fees every year. But of course, the DNC still opposes it. Instead of seeing the logic, they immediately attack the idea simply because Trump is behind it. And that's exactly what Maher was pointing out. Democrats often refuse to acknowledge common sense whenever Trump's name is attached, even when the plan clearly benefits taxpayers.
Look, he raised the money privately.
Yeah, and it's private money.
You know, and if Newsom wants to knock it down when he's president, then he can knock it down, right?
Save your ire for the things that matter.
That's right.
You
But
know,
they don't
these
know
people,
what matters.
Well,
Well, you know as well as I do
I don't think so.
that the media is not in the business any longer of reporting what matters. It's not. They make their money either hating or loving Donald Trump.
Yeah.
That's where the cash register is. What matters doesn't matter to them.
O'Reilly summed up the bigger issue perfectly. Today's media isn't focused on facts anymore. It's all about clicks, reactions, and outrage. He explained that most news outlets follow one strategy: either anger their audience or use Trump to get attention. There's no middle ground, no balanced reporting, and almost no effort to check the facts. Instead, they rush to publish whatever will bring in views and advertising money. Feelings are now more important than truth. O'Reilly believes this toxic cycle is why so many Americans no longer trust mainstream media. Journalism has turned from informing people into manipulating emotions, creating division instead of delivering real information.
That Mamdani's election will lead more financial organizations to leave New York City for Wall Street South in Florida. Tell me, I've read that term just recently, Wall Street South, Florida. This is your
Palm Beach.
state. What is that?
A lot of Wall Street guys have moved to Palm Beach. It's been happening really since COVID. It's accelerated with increases in taxes. It's not just out of New York. It's New Jersey, Connecticut, it's Chicago, it's California.
So they're fleeing high tax blue states
correct.
for
Look,
Florida. And
This is the luckiest guy in the world that Mamdani got elected, because his district is going to explode. My house, I live 8 miles outside of Queens, has gone up 20% in value since Mamdani announced. Okay?
because
Because people aren't going to pay the punishing taxes. New York is the highest tax state in the union.
but you said your house value's gone up.
Yeah,
So
because
people-
they're moving to Nassau County,
Oh, they're moving out of the city.
out of
I
the
see,
city, and
I
they can
see.
still take the train back in the city and not pay the millionaire's tax or whatever crazy thing this guy wants.
Now that Mamdani is officially in office, all the debates, predictions, and campaign talk don't matter anymore. From this point on, his actions will be far more important than his promises. If he pushes too hard towards socialist-style policies, he risks losing moderates, independents, and even many Democrats who are tired of extreme positions. That mistake could easily shift public support toward Trump and the GOP as the next election approaches. But if Mamdani governs wisely, focusing on practical solutions, sticking to democratic values,
But what people don't understand is he can't raise the taxes unless the state okays it, and the state is not going to okay it. So this is just smoke and mirrors. And the younger people voted for him. They don't understand that. They don't know what seizing the means of production is, but Ken Griffin does. He's the big Wall Street titan. He knows what it is, and that's why he's down in Palm Beach.
We'll see if they move. I mean, you saw Bill.
They're going to move.
Well, look,
They're already moving.
Hold on, Bill Ackman.
No, they're not.
Hold on.
People say they're going to move all the
No,
time after elections.
listen.
They don't do it.
Bill Ackman said he was going to move.
You know how many people moved out of New York City in the last 3 years? 600.